amazing today. I am so excited to be here with you again today. We're doing these Thursday classes for you. If you're watching this in replay, yay, let us know who you are. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. We love learning about you. If you're watching this live, please say hello. I like to know that people are actually listening to me. I'm sitting here on a Thursday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, and I'm wanting to share with you so many amazing things today about becoming a promotional speaker and how to make money through it. But I want to know who's watching, and I want to know that this interests you. If you're just joining me, hang tight. We're going to get started real soon. My name is Galit Ventura Rosen, and I am co-founder of Everyday Woman and this amazing group, Women Supporting Women, Professionals and Entrepreneurs, with my fabulous business partner, Angela Giles. Today, I am going to be teaching you how to earn income through promotional speaking. This is something that I love working with my clients on because there are so many opportunities out there to speak where you actually don't get paid directly and immediately, but then you end up getting paid because you attract your ideal client. And I'm going to be talking about that today. I see people that are saying hello. Hold on, ladies. Unfortunately, StreamYard does not let me see who's saying hello, so hang tight. I love all of you. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Yola. Hi, Lovely. And anybody else that's joining, please say hello so I know you're here. I've got my phone so I can see you and I can hear you. Well, at least in my head. It is the end of the day here. I don't know about you guys, but come Thursday night, I start getting a bit goofy. I think it's probably because I'm ready for the weekend and I'm ready to take a break from the crazy busy week. I'm sure all of you have had crazy weeks. Hi, Allison. Let's see who else is on. I love seeing all of you. Just hang tight with me. Hi, Valerie. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to jump right in. I want to get you guys off this class within 30 minutes. I'm a big believer in the value of your time, especially in the evening. Some of you guys, it's 5 o'clock. Some of you guys, it's 8 o'clock. Some of you, it's 6 and 7. Some of you, it's the next day, depending on where you're watching from. If you have any questions while I'm going along today and showing you how to earn income from promotional speaking, please comment and let me know. If you're watching this in replay, because this does get emailed to our email list, come back because you'll have the link to click on to actually listen and watch this. Please ask me questions and just tag me. I'll always make sure that I get on and I answer your questions, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I love sharing PowerPoints because it keeps me on track. So hang tight with me, ladies. Hi. Please say hello to me if you're just joining me. I want to know who's here today. I'm so excited to have all of you. Okay, there we go. Yay. So today we're going to talk about how to earn income through promotional speaking. I'm going to give you my personal experiences. I'm going to give you different things that you can take away from today and start speaking tomorrow. And yes, you can. Trust me. I know. All right, here we go. So I'm going to be looking over here, ladies, just because that's where my PowerPoint is. Here we go. I always like to start with who Everyday Woman is. Some of you are new to the group. Some of you have been around since day one when we started in March 2020. We are thankful for all of you, new and those that have been around. Everyday Woman was started during one of the craziest times of our lives. Cities shut down, countries shut down, and Angela and I had been talking about doing something for women for about 5 or 6 months, but life happened, we got busy, we didn't get to it. Things slowed down for a lot of us, excuse me. We have such dry weather in Las Vegas, it's crazy. I practically have a water bottle connected to my veins. So sorry about that, ladies. What I wanted to share with you is Everyday Woman started because we saw in March 2020 the need for women to know how to get more clients and be more visible. Angela and I have been very successful in our individual businesses, and we realized it was time for us to show women how to do what we do, which is we get more clients by being visible. Here I am. Here's a perfect example. If anything, you could probably even call this promotional speaking, and I'll share with you why in a second. So what have we done? We created this group with almost 14,000 women. You have hundreds and hundreds of videos waiting for you in the media section for free in Women Supporting Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs. Now, I'm also streaming in my private group, and I'm also streaming on my YouTube. So if you want to get access to that media, just go to Facebook, type in Women Supporting Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs at the top, look for Everyday Woman, and then go ahead and go join that group and connect to the media. If you're joining me from that group, great, you're good to go. What do we have for you? We have different kinds of programs that you could step into from the free stuff that we offer every week and every day in this group. You can become a TV host on your own TV show. We're going to be launching our own channel, Everyday Woman TV, this month. You can be part of our books that give you an opportunity to become published best-selling authors. You have an opportunity to be part of our programs. We have a program coming out that I'm going to share with you for speakers to learn how to get paid to be a speaker. And we have so much more. So check us out, everydaywoman.me. Grab some of our free stuff from our website as well. And if you have any questions, reach out to Angela or myself. Hi, everybody. Oh, no, your screen keeps freezing. I hope it's okay on my end. Hi, Lenise. I'm going to try not to move in case I'm messing it up on my end. I hope you guys can see okay. All right, so I'm just saying hi to everybody. So ladies, this is a little bit about Everyday Woman. The next thing that I want to share with you is what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering how to attract more clients for your business through speaking to new audiences. We're going to cover how to locate organizations searching for speakers in your city and elsewhere, what you need to apply for speaking opportunities to get you booked, 5 strategies for entrepreneurs to promote their business while speaking, and we're going to be covering speaking to include on-stage media, online webinars, and videos. All of that is considered promotional speaking. Thank you so much for letting me know that you guys can hear me okay. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I say hi to everybody. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys are so wonderful. So here we go. What is promotional speaking? Well, promotional speaking is when you don't get paid to speak by a check that someone's writing you before you leave and after you leave. Because I get paid 50% before I start, and meaning like when I get booked, and 50% upon completing my speaking. That is paid speaking. Today, we're going to talk about promotional speaking because I want you to understand that there's so much value in speaking for free. Number one, you're expanding your visibility. Okay. Now, there are so many ways to do promotional speaking, which I'll be covering in a minute. Number two, you can attract your ideal clients in business. I always share a story that I put on a workshop 3 or 4 years ago. And I actually charged for the workshop, but I didn't get paid for speaking. Charging for the workshop was to cover my cost. And at the end of the workshop, I handed out these pieces of paper asking people if they wanted to learn more about working with me. And people turned in. And then I set up calls and I talked to them through Zoom. One of the women, because of that workshop, because of promotional speaking, ended up hiring me for an entire year of coaching. She hired me 4 times a month for 6 months and 2 times a month for 6 months. I made over $22,500 from one woman that attended my workshop, which is considered promotional speaking. Do not discount the value of promotional speaking. It's amazing. And when you speak on a topic, you are seen as an expert in that area that you talk on. I speak on a lot of different topics, paid and promotional. Some of my promotional ones are virtual networking, sales success method, getting paid to speak, or promotional speaking, leadership, and so on. But I get paid for the same topics. It's quite interesting, ladies, depending on where I'm going to be speaking. So how do you attract more clients through speaking? All right, there are different ways to do this. One of the ways that you can do this, and I call this all promotional speaking, because you're giving your time for free. Podcasts. I do 1 podcast interview minimum a week. Podcast interviews get me in front of my ideal client. I speak in front of an audience of somebody that's interviewing me. Why do they have me on their podcast? Because it benefits them. Because I share their information across all of my social media. I was on a podcast yesterday and today. And what I want to share with you is they let me talk about my area of expertise to their audience, and also ask me to give, how can people get a hold of me? If it's a website that they go to, if they contact me through social media, that actually gives me the opportunity to potentially get clients, get followers. So podcasts are brilliant. I highly recommend them. Live video, Facebook Lives. We do 5 Facebook Lives a week in our Women Supporting Women Professionals and Entrepreneurs group. Those live videos give me the opportunity to speak to you, just like I'm doing now. Through those live videos, people reach out to me. Today, I had a beautiful woman reach out to me that said she wanted to meet and talk further about the things that I do. That's through promotional speaking, through my live videos. You want to be doing this if you have a YouTube channel, if you have Instagram, if you have Facebook, if you have LinkedIn, wherever you can. Media, promotional speaking through media. That could be radio shows. That could even be published articles that you're writing and they're getting promoted. Television. All of this is you speaking. I really want you thinking out of the box today, and that's kind of why I'm covering this. Webinars. Okay. A webinar is you set up something for free. You blast it everywhere. You get people to register. You grab their emails. You get on and you teach something just like I'm doing today. And then at the end, you make an offer. That's going to be a webinar. Some people use the webinar that they did and they keep using it over and over and over again. And the last one is stages. Okay. Now, with everything that's been going on lately, a lot of my stages have been virtual, but it's still speaking. But I've also done 3 this year in person, thankfully. Those are stages for me that I can talk on. I get asked to speak at associations and business luncheons and events like that a lot. They don't always have money to pay. So instead, I'll hand out my brochures, I'll hand out information about me, and I'll share with people ways to connect with me. And I'll be sharing with you 5 musts for every promotional speaking today. So hang tight till the end, because those 5 things are absolutely necessary to attract your ideal client when you're speaking, if it's in person or virtually, okay? Now, when you are asking people if you could speak at their events, you want them to know that you're a great speaker, to know that you know what you're doing. That is the speaker's kit. Now, some of these things are important so people can see, and sorry you can't read this at the top, ladies. I just realized the banner's over it, but I'll read it to you. It's your speaker's reel. You want them to have an opportunity to see you speak. Even if it's virtual, today it's acceptable. Have something that shows them how you speak so they can look at it and get a feeling for who you are. I suggest a 1.5 to 6 minute reel. I actually have a 1.5 to 2 minute one, and I have one that's almost 6 minutes. If you want to see my reels, you can go to my website, GalitVenturaRosen.com. You can also Google YouTube Galit Ventura Rosen speaker reels. I have probably about 4 now. Take a look, get examples. Don't worry about it being that professional just yet. Just get something of you speaking on camera, on stage, virtually, whatever you can get it. Because you've got to be able to have these links to send people, because it makes it easier for you to get the speaking gig. Now, with promotional, it's a little bit easier. You might not need this because you're not asking for a fee. So you could send them to your website. You could send them information about your topics, things like that. The second thing that I suggest for any speaker is a press media kit. A press media kit shows any awards, certifications, degrees, work experience, TV appearances, published articles, and your main topics. Don't stress too much about this, but basically what it does is it lets people know who you are, if it's your books, whatever it might be. And the third thing is a speaker sheet. A speaker sheet, you can Google this, examples of a speaker sheet and a press media kit. Speaker sheet is just one sheet. Has your picture, might have your books, have your speaking topics, have your certifications, have your degrees, have your experience, have your topics. It just gives them a little summary. It just makes it easier for you to present yourself to somebody that wants you to speak. And I always recommend having a professional bio and a professional resume just in case you need it. I send my short bio. I have a 2-page bio, but I have one that's about 200 words. And I send that in the body of the email to the people that I want to ask me to speak promotionally. Okay. Now, before I go into the 5 musts for every promotional speaking gig, That's what it says at the top that you can't see. I want to talk to you for a minute that I do not have a PowerPoint on. How can you find these promotional speaking gigs? It's really important for you to recognize that there are going to be it's going to be a no ending list of places that are going to want you to speak for free because you're giving them your value and your time. What your job to do is weed out the ones that do not fit. And how do you do that? Who are your ideal audience? You need to know who your ideal audience is. I'm looking to say hi to everybody. Hi, Lynn. Welcome. How do you know who your ideal audience is? Well, you need to know who your customers are, who your clients are. So for me, it's women. Could be anywhere from the age of 35 to 70. I speak to a lot of 20-year-olds too, but I try to get a demographic. They're usually professional women or entrepreneurs, career women. That's my ideal demographic. So if an association made of women business owners contacts me and I see value in speaking, you betcha I'm going to show up. You betcha I'm going to say okay to speak for free. Because I get to put myself, let's just use a number, 80 women. I get to put myself in front of 80 women that get to learn about my value, get to learn what I do, possibly to hire me to work with them. And when I speak for free, it's about feeding people into my private coaching, into my retreats, into my books, into my TV channel, into my classes, into my programs. That's what it's about. And that's how you make money speaking for free, which I call promotional speaking. How do you find these things? Well, I suggest that you go online in your city, start in your city, because it's free for you to drive somewhere. It doesn't cost you money to fly somewhere. So I want you to start in your city. And I want you to go to the Chamber of Commerce website for your city. And I want you to look for any business organizations, associations that actually fall into the category of your ideal client. So now if you're a real estate expert and you want to talk to real estate groups, you might look for all the real estate organizations in your city. You're going to look them up. You're going to go to their website. You're going to see if you can find a contact email. Typically there's one somewhere, or a contact form. And you're going to send your information. What are you going to send? Hi, Jill. And you're going to say, my name is Galit Ventura Rosen. And you're going to share a little bit about yourself. I would love the opportunity to talk to you further about potentially speaking at an upcoming event. My topics are, and I might say leadership, mindset, business, or networking. I have a lot, so sometimes I have to just pick 3. If you're interested in speaking further, please let me know a good time to get on a call and talk, or let me know if there's a place where I could apply to speak at one of your events. That's what you're going to be doing. So you're going to be looking for the organizations in your city that could potentially be your ideal client, and you're going to be reaching out to them. Now, there's also 1,000 opportunities online, summits, conferences, all of that. The way that you're going to be finding those is networking with women's groups through Facebook and LinkedIn. So you need to look for those Facebook groups. So you might go up to the top of Facebook, do a search. Let's just say your ideal client is women entrepreneurs. You might look up women entrepreneurial groups, become a part of those groups, and find out if they're looking for speakers to be interviewed in their groups or potentially for some conferences. This is a great way for you to connect with organizations that will have your ideal client that you could speak at. All right, let's jump in to the last part of this presentation that, in my opinion, is the most important. These are 5 musts for every promotional speaking gig. You can adjust it a little bit if it's virtual, but I really want you to do your best to have this. You must have a professionally written bio that introduces you. You want this bio to include your experience, any awards, degrees, certifications, life experiences, profession, and your ideal client. Now, if you don't have some of this stuff, don't worry about it. Just have a professional bio. The reason you want this is you want to be able to have it to give to the person that's going to introduce you. You want to have it so when they put out those flyers or banners or events, that they actually share some of your bio with your speaking topic. Value. What do you want the client walking away with after you're done speaking? Ask yourself that question and leave the audience wanting more. Do not give away all of your secrets. I'm giving you a lot today, but I'm not giving it all to you because that's how you make your money. I love doing things for free, but I also recognize the value of paying for something. And I'll explain that to you in a minute. The way that you leave the audience wanting more is you say to them, sprinkle little stories of your clients and how successful they are working with you. So I'd say to you, I have a client that joined my program January through March. And by June, she booked a $5,000 speaking gig. That would be me talking about my speaker program. You want to sprinkle in success stories with your clients that are short and to the point so people can see the value of working with you for free or joining your programs. Number 3, a handout. When I go to in-person events, I actually have a handout. On one side, it has my contact information. Okay, it has my email address. I don't typically use my cell number, but it has my email address, my website, my full name, and it also has my area of expertise. It also says, for example, let's say I was doing a speaking event on the 5 musts for every promotional speaking gig. It'll say the 5 musts for every promotional speaking gig, and then it'll have the numbers 1 through 5, and it'll list these 5 things without any words. So it'll say bio, value, handout, giveaway, and offer. And then I have a place for them to make notes. So there's actually lines, okay? You want them to have this because you want them to take it with them. If I have an upcoming workshop or program, on the back, it'll share that information. This is what you want to leave on all the tables. If it's a virtual one, it makes it a little more challenging. What you can do instead is in the chat box of the Zoom or StreamYard or wherever you're speaking in this virtual event, you can put your email, your contact information, and then you can say, ladies and gentlemen, whoever, if you want me to email you this PowerPoint, please text me at this number. And I have a Google Voice number specifically just for texting. I did this last week at a speaking event where I actually got paid, and 6 people messaged me through my text and asked me for the PowerPoint. That gives them another opportunity to connect with me and another opportunity to get to know me and learn more about me. Number 4, have something to give away. I spoke at an event in July in person. I gave away one of my books and 2 pieces of my inspirational jewelry line. Sometimes I will also give away like a certificate for 1 hour to business coaching or visibility coaching or leadership coaching. And I print up these certificates. What I do is I say to the person that is planning the event, is it okay if we do a giveaway? And they say, absolutely. They collect the business cards or they collect the names. Virtually, you sometimes can do this as well. You just offer it to the person that's hosting you, and then they figure out a way to give away your items. And the last thing that you want to think about is the offer. The offer is the call to action. Okay, so here I am, you doing a promotional speaking gig today. I'm not getting paid for speaking here. I am co-founder of this group. And what do? So I'm going to share a real life example with you. At the end of my talk, I have an actual offer. So thespeakermethod.com is my offer today. I went ahead and I talked to you about promotional speaking. Well, I actually have a program starting next week that already has 9 people signed up that we're going to be doing through Zoom twice a month. We're going to be meeting on Wednesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific twice a month, and the dates are on the website, thespeakermethod.com. So if you want to check out the dates, please do. All of the classes will be recorded, and you're going to be with me for 3 months. And what's really great about this program, ladies, is that you're going to be part of a private Facebook group where I will look at your speaker's reel. I will look at your keynotes. I will look at your press media kit. I will look at anything that you want me to during our 3 months together. You don't want to miss out on this program. As I mentioned earlier, one of the women that was in my program booked a $5,000 speaking gig within 3 months. I cover how to book speaking gigs in detail. I cover how to write 3 keynotes, putting together your speaker's kit, credibility, visibility, branding. So people that are watching you know you're a speaker and ask you to speak, mindset of a successful speaker. And more than anything, I also cover promotional speaking. I teach you how to make money through promotional speaking, speaking for free, as well as how to get booked to speak in your area of expertise. I want you to know more than anything that it's so possible. I've only been doing professional speaking and getting paid for 4 years. And it's been amazing for my coaching business, and it's been amazing for my bank account, because either I get paid to speak by a company or I speak for free and then I attract clients. This would be a sample of an offer, which is number 5 to the 5 musts you need for a promotional speaking gig. If you join today by midnight, and we do have payment plans, really amazing payment plans on this website, you will get access to a speaker's assistant that I have that will put together 10 links for you of speaking gigs that are promotional and paid before the end of the program, because I like to get to know you and know what kind of things you would like. So ladies, more than anything, what I want you to take away from today is this. If you have an area expertise, which I already know all of you do, you should be out there speaking about it till you're blue in the face. You should be getting paid for it, and you should be attracting clients through promotional speaking. There is no excuse. I never thought in my life I would be a professional speaker. If you know anything about my story, you will know that this is not the voice I was born with, and that I actually spoke in a whisper from the age of 7 to 13. I was terrified of speaking up in public. I was terrified of the first day of school. But I knew my purpose and my passion was to get out there and teach people from my 25 years of success methods from being an entrepreneur. That's why I'm here today. We need more women speakers. Only 9 out of the top 50 speakers in the United States are women. That is crap, and I'm over it. I am telling you, I'm not BSing you. I was on a call yesterday with an HR manager that is interviewing me for a $10,000 virtual speaking gig for an hour. The money is there. You just have to understand how to be seen as a professional speaker. You have to understand how to reach out to people, and you have to understand that it's a business and that I work at it every single day. But the money is there, ladies. The money is there. The amount of money that I'm asking for this program is a joke. It's $1,500 for 3 months. I was sitting at home during COVID and getting paid $1,500 for my computer to do virtual speaking for corporations. It's possible. You just have to know how to package yourself as a speaker. And this program will show you how. My students loved it when I did it in January through March. So I hope you'll join me. I'd love to have you. I'm going to go ahead and say bye to everybody. Bye, Lynn. Bye, Valerie. Bye, Wendy G. Wendy G is in our program. Bye, Yola. Bye, Allison. Bye, Lovely. I appreciate all of you watching live. I appreciate all of you watching in replay. And I'm going to go ahead and stop my screen so I can say a bye, everybody. It is the end of the day. I am tired. I've been working for almost 12 hours. I am ready to have dinner. I am ready to take a break. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me live. I appreciate all of you for watching in replay. Join my speaker program. It starts next week, and then I do not know if I'm going to do it for another year. You do not want to miss out. Ladies, if you know me at all, you know I only teach what I know. I only teach what I have practiced and accomplished. So we appreciate you all. You're welcome. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Bye.